we are running our business in very challenging times, very interesting times, at least I would say. On one side, we face an avalanche of technologies, and sometimes those technologies are emerging almost in a halo of hype, just like I would say the metaverse or ChatGPT in the very last week of the year. It makes it difficult for us as business leaders or IT practitioners to make a decision whether we should pick them or when we should embrace them. And on the other side, we are also experiencing a new world of scarcity, which is just in front of us. I mean, it's scarcity of energy, scarcity of materials, scarcity of talents to run those systems, scarcity of money sometimes, and also scarcity of time, as well as a growing awareness, as you just mentioned it, and pressure from our CO2 footprint and the consequences all this footprint will have on climate. So it's our view, and that's what we share in the latest edition of TechnoVision, that the choices we make on technologies will really define the kind of future we will build for ourselves. And this explains the theme that you see in front of us for TechnoVision this year. Write the technology, write the future, because we think that it reflects a new approach to technology. We really need to change the way we act, to be mindful, really mindful. It's not about greenwashing, really mindful about the resources we have at our disposal today, but mainly tomorrow. And the fact, as you said, that we can do it doesn't mean we should do it. So we believe that the challenge, and that's what we express in TechnoVision, and I would encourage you to download the report and read through those trends. We believe that the challenge is really in selecting the right technologies, but also, and maybe mainly, on writing the usage of those technologies to the appropriate level. And this is how, to some extent, we will build, obviously, the future we want for our organization. And to close the loop with the theme of today's discussion, we think that by choosing to do good, but also sometimes to do less, this is how we will do well.
Well, that's really the challenge, isn't it? Because every time we start talking about doing less or using less of this technology, you can't just say, oh, there's 17 options and I know how to pick one because I'm just that smart and I know everything that's going to happen. You do have to have some kind of portfolio approach to the technologies that are available to you. You don't make decisions based on headlines you read. You don't make decisions based on what your peers are doing in your industry. You make decisions based on what's working for your customer, but you don't know what's working for your customer until you start to try. Part of the secret here, if someone says, well, James, a portfolio approach means that I've got to pick maybe 5 different things and start to experiment with them. And the answer is yes, you must. But the trick is learning how to quickly discern whether or not that thing you are trying is going to work for your customer or not. And if not, you cut it.
There's probably not a day that goes by with someone calling you up or sending you a LinkedIn message trying to offer you some metaverse, AI or blockchain. I think the trick is to take a step back and think about not the technology but the use case, how it's going to be applied. Normally what you're trying to do is fit a need to an available technology, so to keep ahead of the trends, know what's going on, so when a need comes up, know how to make your business more efficient using the latest tech.
The actual design principle in TechnoVision, as we call it, is called no hands on deck. So we're not saying, automate, but actually we're also saying augment. So for example, have AI do for you, the heavy lifting, so that you can indeed focus on stuff, that are not on deck in terms of make the boat sail, right? But actually be very much not only being automated in what you do, but actually being augmented and be able to do a lot of heavy lifting, even if necessary with lesser capabilities and lesser resources available.